Alright, so as you can see from the title and thumbnail of this video, today's topic is going to be extremely interesting, and I really don't know how this comment section is going to go. But yes, currently as I'm recording this video, there is plans, or I guess talks behind the scenes, of potentially adding pets into the game. Now before you absolutely lose your mind, give me 1 second and let me go ahead and explain everything with full context. Now for this, of course, we're going to come over to the official FISH Discord server, specifically the sub announcement channel. Early yesterday at about 2:07 p.m, a poll was posted up by Noah that says, do you like the pet idea? As of the time that I'm recording this, there is 13 hours left on the poll, 28,764 votes, with a 62% of those votes saying yes. Now, before we go into the full breakdown here, I want to point out on what Noah says at the very beginning here, because he says, I know it's been a meme forever, which I find kind of interesting because I don't really think I've ever heard anybody meme about pets in the game. I could be completely just oblivious. I'm not very active in the Discord server as far as like chatting inside of the general or anything like that. To my knowledge, I feel like the first moment when pets started to pop up was with our video yesterday where we started talking about the Mila cat and the fact that there is a Mila cat rod in the game now. This rod actually gives you a little side pet being the Mila cat. I wish I had a video to actually show you what the cat does, but apparently it kind of like paces back and forth and steals your fish, or it does some crazy passive or something, which I'm actually going to talk a little bit more about this at the end of the video. I don't want to get sidetracked here because there is a couple of new things that I want to show you, but at the beginning of this was kind of interesting. Maybe you guys will correct me in the comment section. Either way, here's the full context on how this would work. It says, if we added pets with actual functions like gathering, throwing bait in the water for the player, plus emotes when catching unique fish, would you guys want shoulder pets in the game? I'm thinking we start with monkeys, parrots. Think of them more like ghost personalities with emotes, quips, and gathering new bait. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I personally think it's a really cool idea. It isn't going to affect me in any type of way if pets are in the game. And I mean, if it's new content, then it's new content. That sounds fantastic to me. And I feel like for the most part, a lot of people are not really going to be upset about this. And if anything, I think everyone is going to be fairly welcoming. The part that I'm a little curious about, which I still personally don't have a problem with it, is the second portion, which was posted by the big boss himself, being Nate. In case you aren't aware who Nate is, because apparently you live under a rock, or maybe you're new to the Fish community, Nate is our owner and founder of Fish, the creator, the boss man, the big honcho. He went ahead and jumped into this and he said they could have other uses too, like different pets have different traits / buffs. This is just a circling idea, but our intention would be to make it as gameplay oriented as possible and give you guys a cute mid-game companion. Now this right here is where I feel like a lot of people are going to be sort of mixed emotions. Including pets into the game that completely change stuff like metas as well as pretty much the entire gameplay as a whole, considering, let's imagine, right, a parrot gets added into the game and it increases your lure speed by, I don't know, 30%, whatever it may be. That's just a random number that I pulled out of thin air. That could completely change a lot of things. Obviously, don't take this very serious, but for example, I could go ahead and grab myself the Astro Rod now because it's a 10% lure speed, but if my pet gives me 30% and something like Rapid Catcher gives me 35, that's fairly close to pretty much instant. And I also have the freedom of putting an enchant on this, which again alters the stats even more. Totally off topic here, but I find it so funny that this part right here, being the obby, was like by far the most hated thing for the entire update. And now just like no one cares because everyone pretty much bypasses the entire thing. You have people that either use the crystal or you have people that use this ledge that I'm using right here. It's just like, it's kind of funny to me. I don't know why. This poor obby just has no love whatsoever. But yeah, man, I'm not gonna lie. I do think that having pets in the game would be pretty cool. At least that's the opinion that I have. You guys are obviously more than welcome to have your own. If you don't want to have them in the game, that's perfectly fine. I feel like with having pets in the game, it allows them to include other stats and other passive abilities and really cool little things. Like, for example, what Noah said, our pets can go ahead and collect bait for us, which could be completely for free rather than having to open up bait crates. Maybe we can have a cat pet that sort of has like a Rod of the Depths sort of feature where technically speaking it is duplicating your fish, but instead the cat has like a really cool animation where it dips its head underwater just occasionally and pulls out a random fish. Now at that point, you basically have a ghost for every single one of your rods. Stuff like that I feel like would be really, really cool. And it would pretty much change the entire dynamic of the game. Also, again, I'm going completely off topic here. I have no clue what's going on with me today, but I do want to point out that inside of new servers, there's now search bars for bait as well as rods. So if I was looking for a seraphic rod, I could just type in seraphic up here and it'll pop up. Same goes for the bait. If I'm looking for rapid catcher, I can go ahead and just type in rapid and it'll bring up the bait. I thought that was pretty cool, so I wanted to include it into the video. But yeah, man, it's pretty interesting to see that overall the entire poll is winning right now. So the likelihood that pets are going to be added into the game is fairly high. I wouldn't say that you're probably going to see pets this weekend coming up, but I wouldn't be surprised if you do see them the following week. Who knows? Maybe we might actually get lucky and get them this weekend. I'm excited to read the comment section, man. I really want to mainly focus the comment section on how you guys feel about this. I am going to be sort of drifting a little bit off topic here, talking about our video yesterday being the whole entire Mila quest. And I don't really want to spend too much time on this. I just want to show you guys a couple of things. One that I found kind of interesting and sort of funny, and the other one that I found actually really cool, and another sort of piece of evidence that shows that one of the things that I showed you yesterday is actually 100% real. Now, for starters, let's come over here to the Mila Appreciation Club, because man, if I'm not mistaken, I think this had like 60 or 80 members yesterday, and today it has 821. So shout out to you guys for joining the group. Kind of insane. Kiwi actually updated the entire shout post here and wrote, "Oh no, we are uncovered." I thought it was kind of funny that they literally almost have 1,000 members already, which is just absolutely absurd to me. The next thing that I want to show you is this image right here, which I was going to include in my video yesterday. It was sent by one of my subscribers, but I didn't include it because I didn't exactly think it was real, if I'm gonna be honest with you. But basically, you can tell that the two fishes that are being held in the background have the Mila cat sort of mutation going on. But if you look at the hotbar at the bottom, you can see what the name of the mutation is. The mutation is Mila's Magic. Again, I still have not gotten this. I can't even show you guys because I don't have access to it. But I'm sort of praying that Kiwi just sort of has sympathy for me and lets me show it to you guys, since technically, apparently, it is not a part of the quest. Which now leads me into the next picture that I want to show you, which is a conversation that someone sent me with Kiwi, where they said, "Poor Carbon, he really wants to know about Mila," where Kiwi replied with a sad face.
"Kiwi, I know that we talk on a daily basis. At least we have been for the last couple of days. But man, just please, I beg of you. I'm begging. I'm doing it in front of an audience. I beg of you."
Now we got the final picture here, which is a clearer view of this mutation on the fish. It's actually really cool looking, man. I'm not gonna lie, I sort of would like to see this implemented for everyone, just because it actually looks really sick. There's a couple of things that I wanted to throw into the video, so that way you guys are updated, because I do kind of get these random stuff every now and then, and I don't really want to make a whole follow-up video just for one or two things. But I really do hope that you guys went ahead and enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to drop a like, subscribe to the channel, man. By the time that you guys are seeing this, we will more than likely be at 410k subs, which is absolutely insane. I appreciate it so much. Thank you. Welcome to all of the new subscribers. In case you aren't aware, we stream here every single Saturday and we cover every single update as well as upload daily. Thank you guys for all the support, man. I really do appreciate it. I will see you guys tomorrow with another video. That's pretty much it, man. Take care.